been taking my time to get perfection. Sometimes you got me feeling so weightless. Sublime, I've been taking my time to get perfection. Sometimes I need to just take a ride away.
Good day people. So today we're on the CBR again. Just sorting out the front end. On this model this year bike, the headlight fastens into the front fairing. Well, I don't want that. I want it to fasten onto the frame. So I made a quick bracket up and welded it onto the front frame to hold the headlight on, so it's not held on by the fairing. Just switch around. So there we go. The headlight is actually fastening to the front metal brackets now, or the front bracket, what holds all your fairing on and so on. So all I've done is welded a quick bracket on the top here, what goes across and down, so this headlight can bolt onto it, as I do not want it bolting on to my fairing. Yeah, I should have really shown you how to do that, but should know how to make a bracket, surely. So yeah, so the headlight is actually fastened on solid now. I have put everything back together, the carbs, everything, airbox. Let's see if it starts up. There we go. Bike's all starts, no leaks, nothing there. Can't run it for too long, it ran out of fuel. It was just a little bit of fuel I had left. Yeah, so we are going with fairing on the front. Still don't know how I'm going to do it. We'll work it out as we go along. So there we go. Fairing is on solid. I just need to cut it down and do my bits and bobs. Right, so with this headlight, like I say, I've bolted it to the frame here. Well, done a bracket, welded a bracket on and bolted the headlight to the frame, as I do want it fastening to the fairing, and plus where it fastens to the fairing here, the headlight is broke. So all I've done is bolt it to the frame, put a long bolt through so it sticks out this way, and the plastic here from the fairing the bolt goes into, so it aligns everything up. Yeah, so that's what I've done. Like I say, with just them two bolts there, they're not even the proper bolts. I've just done it so the fairing's on tight and it's on pretty solid with just them two bolts, to be fair. But I am looking at fastening the sides down somehow. Not sure how yet, as all the clips are broke here, so I've got to work out how to fasten the sides down to it, just to make sure they hold on tight. So my plan is, that does tuck inside, something like that. That would do it all properly. So what my plan is to actually follow the line of my clocks here, straight across my fairing, straight across here. So when I put my screen on, it just looks like it's completely round with the clocks. So that's the plan. When I get this taped up, work out where I'm wanting to cut it, then I'm going to cut them. So there we go. That's where they're going. I'm going to just go over it and just probably move it down a bit. Just grind it down just a bit. Still got to grind these off. but I didn't want to do them, so I've gone to the fairing. Yeah, so you get the idea. The screen will be going across here, well, some kind of screen, or I'll just fill it in. So what I'm going to do now is smooth these around, make sure it's all smooth or level with my clocks, and see if I can cut the front screen so it sits on here nicely. We'll have a go. If it breaks, it breaks. I'll just fill it in with a thin sheet of metal. We'll see. So yeah, let's move this down a bit. So there we go. It's my screen cut. And with my fairing, pretty easy really. All I did was draw a line at the back all the way across my clocks, then just make sure I got the ends here, bang on with these, stuck some electrical tape over the line all the way across, and just cut it with a grinder. I think that looks better, to be fair. So just got to work out how I'm going to fasten these on here. What else am I going to do? So I don't have to grind this round, just at an angle instead of straight. I'm not sure yet. Got to chop these off. Yeah, so getting there. So there we go. All I've used is a bit of no nails. I've gone just stuck it on the screen itself around the edges and squished it in. Just put two little clamps on it and just gone around the edges with no nails. I've got it lined up. Then all I've got to do is, when it's all glued and solid, a couple of days, I'll just properly smooth it all off. But there we go, that's the screen on. Next thing I need to do is work out how to put the inserts on here. I'll take them fastened. As you can tell, the clips are knackered on all of them, so I might end up gluing them on as well. See, the thing is, if I glue them on, I'm not really bothered, because I'm going to bolt it other side here. I'm thinking of bolting it underneath, drilling and all, bolting it underneath, putting another bracket, holding another bracket on there, somewhere down here. I'll probably just put a little bracket on here or something. Find somewhere to put a bracket so my fairing will bolt underneath as well. So it should hold it. Yeah, so there we go. We're getting there with the front end. So I'm going to have to leave this a couple of days now to dry. So I might start on the back end. Start moving stuff. Working out where I'm going to chop as well. First things first, I need to put the tank on to work out how far back I need to chop the back end off. So I'll do that and I'll be back. There we go. All the wires are off and everything, all stripped. All I've got is the rear pegs and exhaust and that to come off. That's now. So just trying to work out where to chop it. I was thinking of chopping it here and joining, putting a plate in here, just to hold it here, and bringing these up here, just like a loop here, going across to the other side. That's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure yet. The other way I can go is chop it here. My seat comes up to here, So I could have the seat still on and buy some round lights, rear lights, and make a plate, weld it on, and have my lights inside here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna leave it here for today. I'm just gonna have a think about it, and that, like I say, I am actually gonna weld a plate in between these, both sides, just strengthen it up, and I will put, wherever I cut it, I will put a tube across and weld it across just to strengthen it. So yeah, I either chop it here, put a plate, weld a plate here with 2 holes in it, and put 2 round rear lights in it, or chop it around here and bend this up here. So if I chop it here, I can bend it here and put a loop here, but then the seating bit is going to be a bit small, so I'm just trying to think of comfort as well. So I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I'm going to leave it here, have a think about it overnight, and probably tomorrow start cutting it. What are your thoughts? I know there's going to be people out there probably crying, no, don't chop it, but hey, it's getting chopped. It's just where am I going to chop it, and what I want to do with the back end. Front end is still waiting for it to dry, that no nails, so hopefully that will hold it. Then I can stick it on and put the inserts on, probably glue the inserts. To get to the headlight bulb and that, you can get to it through the side here, so that's why when I bolted on the front fairing, I want to just be able to unbolt, probably 3 bolts, fairing will drop down, I could get to the headlight bulb to change the headlight bulb and so on. So yeah, so gluing these side ones, these side covers in, the inserts, gluing them in, shouldn't make no difference, as I have tried putting the inserts on and sliding the fairing on with the inserts, and I can just do it. So like I say, if I could just do like 3 bolts to hold that fairing on, at least then I can undo the 3 bolts, pull the side of the fairing out slightly and pull it off, so I can get to the headlight bulb and wiring fuses, so on. Yeah, so we're getting there. See, the thing is, why I'm thinking of cutting it here, bending it here, it will show more of the back wheel, but then if I cut it here, it's not going to show as much. I'm not sure yet, we'll get there. So yeah, that's where we are on the CBR at the minute. I want to work out where I'm going to chop it, what I'm going to do with the back end. Don't want to rush in because I don't want to chop it and think, oh, I wish I'd chopped it here instead. So I'm going to get my shit cleaned up as it's a complete mess. Lucifer is sat outside, you can see, begging me to go out for a ride. So don't forget to subscribe, leave comments down below. See you in the next vid. Everyone have a good one.